It is a quiet Tuesday morning. Eleanor, a 71-year-old retired school teacher from Michigan, is sitting at her kitchen table with a cup of coffee. The morning news is on in the background. She is half listening. Then she hears something that makes her freeze. A reporter says the Supreme Court has just issued a unanimous 9-0 ruling, a decision so powerful it affects every retiree in all 50 states. A ruling about retirement money, about 401k plans, about pensions, about the savings she has spent 40 years building. Eleanor's hands start to shake. She puts down her coffee. She thinks about her old 403b plan from the school district. She thinks about her late husband's 401k from his factory job. She thinks about the small pension check that arrives every month. Her mind races with frightening questions. Did she lose her money? Is her pension safe? Should she pull everything out right now before something bad happens? Should she call her bank? Should she call her son? Did the government just change the rules on her without warning? Eleanor is terrified. And she is not alone. Millions of American retirees are feeling the exact same fear right now. Confused, worried, wondering if their life savings are about to disappear. But here is the truth, my friend. And I want you to take a deep breath before I tell you. The truth is very different from what the headlines are screaming. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly what this ruling does, what it does not do, and the 3 steps you must take right now to protect every single dollar you have worked for. I am Masha, a Senior Policy Analyst here at TaxWise Seniors. For years, I have helped retirees just like Eleanor cut through the noise and understand what new laws and court rulings actually mean for their everyday life. Tonight, I am going to walk you through this powerful Supreme Court decision in plain English. I will tell you exactly which retirees are affected, which retirees are not affected, and what action you must take to benefit from this ruling. But please stay with me until the very end, because there is one hidden mistake that many panicked seniors are making this very week, a mistake that can cost them tens of thousands of dollars in tax penalties. I will reveal that trap near the end of the video so you do not fall into it. So pour yourself a fresh cup of coffee, settle in, and let me explain everything calmly. Let me first tell you about Robert. Robert is 68 years old. He is a retired engineer from Ohio. He worked for the same private company for 32 years. During those years, he built up a beautiful 401k plan. By the time he retired, his account had grown to about $285,000. When Robert retired 4 years ago, he made a decision that seemed harmless at the time. He left his money in his old employer's 401k plan. He thought, why move it? It is doing fine where it is. But here is what Robert did not know. Every quarter, his old plan was charging him record-keeping fees and investment fees that were much higher than they should have been. Not by a huge amount, just a little extra here, a little extra there. About 1% more per year than a fair market plan would charge. Robert never noticed. He never opened the annual fee disclosure that arrived in the mail every spring. He threw it in the recycling bin without reading it. Then one day, Robert saw a YouTube video about the Supreme Court's 9-0 decision. He panicked. He thought the government was changing the rules. He thought his money might be at risk. So he called his old plan and pulled out his entire $285,000 in one big withdrawal. That single decision cost Robert over $80,000. The IRS taxed the entire amount as ordinary income. He jumped into the highest tax bracket for that year. And because he made an emotional decision based on a misunderstood news headline, he wiped out years of careful retirement planning in a single phone call. But here is the painful irony. The Supreme Court ruling Robert was scared of was actually designed to protect him, not punish him. If Robert had just stayed calm, learned the facts, and taken the right steps, he could have actually used this ruling to recover money from his old plan. Instead, he panicked, and the panic cost him a fortune. Do not be Robert. Stay with me, and I will show you exactly what to do. Now let me explain what this ruling is, in the simplest words possible. On April 17, 2025, the United States Supreme Court issued a unanimous 9-0 decision in a case called Cunningham versus Cornell University. The opinion was written by Justice Sonia Sotomayor. Every single justice agreed. liberal and conservative, all 9 of them. That is extremely rare in America today, and it tells you how important this ruling is. The case was brought by current and former employees of Cornell University. They had money in 2 big retirement plans run by the school. They believed the school was allowing those plans to pay excessive fees to 2 outside companies, Fidelity and TIAA, fees that were eating away at their retirement savings every single year. But when these workers tried to sue, the lower courts threw their case out. The court said, in effect, you workers must prove that none of the 21 legal exceptions apply to your case before you can even file a lawsuit. That is an almost impossible burden for a regular person. The Supreme Court said no. Unanimously, all 9 justices said the workers only need to prove the basic facts of the prohibited transaction. The burden of proving an exception belongs to the employer, not the employee. This decision applies to a federal law called ERISA. ERISA stands for the Employee Retirement Income Security Act of 1974. It governs almost every private sector retirement plan in America. That includes 401k plans, 403b plans, private pensions, and profit-sharing plans. It applies in every state, every territory, every city. That is why this ruling shook all 50 states. Now here is the most important part. Listen carefully. This ruling does not apply to Social Security. It does not apply to Medicare. It does not apply to federal employee pensions like FERS or CSRS. And it does not apply to most state and local government pensions. Those programs are governed by completely different laws. So if your only retirement income is Social Security and a state teacher's pension, this ruling does not change your benefits at all. Your check is safe. Your payments will not stop. Nothing will be taken away. But if you have or ever had a 401k, a 403b, a private pension, or a profit-sharing plan from a private employer, even one you left decades ago, this ruling gives you a powerful new legal weapon. And here is why that matters in real dollars. The U.S. Department of Labor found that a difference of just 1% in retirement plan fees can reduce your final nest egg by 20% or even 28% over a career. For a retiree with $250,000 saved up, that is roughly $70,000 in lost retirement money, gone, stolen quietly, year after year, by excessive fees you may not have even noticed. The Cunningham ruling makes it much easier for retirees to fight back, recover that money, and hold dishonest plan managers accountable in court. But here is the catch. The ruling does not refund anyone automatically. Nobody is going to mail you a check. You must take action, and there are strict deadlines under federal law. Generally, you have only 6 years from when the bad transaction happened, or 3 years from the moment you learned about it, to file a claim. Miss those deadlines, and your right to sue is gone forever. So now, my friend, let me give you 3 exact steps you must take this month to protect yourself and use this ruling to your advantage. Step number 1. Find every retirement plan you have ever participated in. That includes your current 401k or 403b, any old plans from former employers, and any private pension you may be receiving now. Make a list. Write down the plan name, the employer's name, and the company that runs it. If you cannot find old plan information, you can search the free public database at efas.dol.gov to look up Form 5500 filings from any private retirement plan in America. This tells you exactly who runs your plan and what fees they have charged. Step number 2. Request and read your annual fee disclosure. Federal law requires every ERISA plan to send you a yearly disclosure called the 404A 5 notice. It lists every investment option, every fee, and every expense. Most retirees throw this paper away without reading it. Do not do that anymore. If you cannot find your latest one, write to your plan administrator and request it. Under ERISA Section 104B-4, they must respond within 30 days, or they face a $110 per day penalty. Compare your plan's fees to industry averages. If your fees are above 0.5% to 1% per year, you may have a real claim. Step number 3. If you suspect excessive fees or self-dealing, file a free complaint with the U.S. Department of Labor Employee Benefit Security Administration. You can call them at 1-866-444-3272 or visit askebsa.dol.gov. This costs you nothing. The federal government will investigate. You can also contact a qualified ERISA attorney, many of whom take these cases on a no-fee basis, meaning you only pay if they recover money for you. And if a class action is already in progress against your plan, watch your mail carefully. Class action notices are easy to mistake for junk mail. Open every envelope, read every letter. Your share of a recovery may already be waiting for you. And now, my friend, here is the hidden trap I promised to reveal. After the Cunningham ruling went viral on social media, thousands of panicked seniors started withdrawing their entire retirement accounts in cash. They thought the government was about to take their money. They thought their plans were going to collapse. So they called their plan administrators and asked for full distributions. That single emotional decision triggered 3 devastating financial penalties. First, the entire withdrawal counted as ordinary taxable income for that year, often pushing retirees into a much higher tax bracket. Second, if they were under 59 and a half, they got hit with an additional 10% early withdrawal penalty under IRS Code Section 72T. And third, they lost decades of tax-deferred compounding growth that can never be recovered. The Cunningham ruling does not require you to withdraw anything. It does not require you to move anything. It does not require you to do anything at all with your money. It only gives you a stronger legal right to sue if your plan has been overcharging you. So please, please do not panic withdraw your retirement funds based on a viral video. Stay calm, get the facts. Take the 3 steps I just gave you. That is how you actually protect yourself. My friend, the rules in America are changing faster than at any time in our lifetime. New Supreme Court decisions, new IRS rules, new Social Security regulations, new Medicare changes. And most of it never reaches the average senior in time to take action. Please do not rely only on YouTube notifications to stay informed. YouTube does not always show you my videos when an important update drops. By the time you finally see a video, it could already be too late to act. So here is what I want you to do right now. Look in the description below this video. You will see a link to join the Global Senior Alerts official WhatsApp channel. It is completely free. The moment you join, you will be able to download our Senior Benefits Protection Guide at no cost. This guide walks you through Social Security rules, Medicare deadlines, ERISA retirement protections, pension safety, banking safeguards, insurance claim tips, and travel rules for seniors, all written in clear, simple English. You will also receive real-time alerts the moment any new law, court ruling, or government rule is announced that affects your Social Security, your Medicare, your pension, your bank account, or your travel rights. No waiting, no guessing. Just clear, calm, accurate information delivered straight to your phone. Eleanor was lucky. She paused, took a breath, and learned the facts before making any decisions. Robert was not so lucky. He acted in fear and lost over $80,000. Do not let that be you. Click the link in the description. Join the Global Senior Alerts official WhatsApp channel today. Download your free Senior Benefits Protection Guide and give yourself the peace of mind every retiree in America deserves. I am Masha with TaxWise Seniors. Thank you for trusting me with your time today. Stay informed, stay protected, and I will see you in the next video.